Okay, so y'all give us a commercial free episode, which is cool. Y'all give us a commercial free episode. We need that. But y'all gonna give us a commercial free episode with all this bullshit that's going on the commercial free episode. Shit that I could really give two fucks about. I don't give a fuck about Yrama nor Rose. And I damn sure don't give a fuck about Cisco ass. And this is all this episode was really about? Okay, whatever. Let's just start off with the shit that I feel like is least important. Okay, so Yarma and Rose are sitting down having a conversation, and she was saying that ever since she found out about the Cardi B situation with Self, he's been doing everything he possibly can to make things right between the two of them, and he's trying to be a better man to her. But her sister is not feeling it, nor is she here for it, nor does she believe anything that's coming out of Self's mouth. They listen to the radio and they hear girls flirting, hear about girls flirting with him. Now there's something that came up about Self messing around with this girl named Rose or whatever. And so Yarmo doesn't want to think that okay, he's out here doing some fuck shit. You know what I'm saying? He's out here doing the bullshit. So they decide that they want to, her and her sister decide that they're going to confront Rose. So they go to this clothing store that Rose and her sister owns, and immediately it's a shade fest. You know what I mean? Like, Rose already know who the fuck this girl is already from what I see she knows. And she was like, how do you know Self? And she pretty much says that she's been kicking it with Self. She's known Self for years, long before you was in the picture. Then Yrama says that she's Self's girlfriend. But Rose was like, oh, I didn't know he had a girlfriend. And then she's like, oh, he knew. Oh, you knew he had one. My thing about it is, I don't see what the fuck is so intriguing about Self that makes these women wet they damn drawers over him and want to whoop each other ass over him. I quite frankly don't understand the big deal. I don't understand. I would never understand it. But my sister pops off at the mouth at Rose, you know what I'm saying? Rose walking around the motherfucking counter like she gonna do something, but ultimately she walks around the counter only to walk into security. She went back that life. So then Rose goes over and pulls all the clothes off the motherfucking racks, and security throws them out. I felt like that was the most childish ass scene I have ever seen in my life. That scene was probably more childish than Love and Hip Hop Atlanta last season when Erica and Rashida crashed Carly's event and started knocking over shit when they was walking out. I just thought that was really childish. But these girls really, so after the whole melee that happened at the clothing store, that's when Yrama decides that Yrama and sister decide to come up to the radio station where Self worked at, and they decide to confront him. So Self come outside. She asked Self if he been fucking Rose. He said he ain't been fucking her. So next thing you know, she asked if you kissed him. He was like, well, she kissed me. You know what I'm saying? She kissed me, and then that makes Yrama upset. She feel like Self is on some bullshit, and that he out here fucking around on her, and she's done with it, and she feel like she ain't no weak bitch, and she not finna let Self keep running all over her. I feel like, you know what I'm saying, you trying to get your trying to feel like you a bad bitch and you an independent woman and you're every woman, but bitch, you're just as weak as the next bitch is. You know what I'm saying? You just got your ass beat by Cardi B about this nigga. Now you finna get your ass beat again by Rose about this nigga, because Rose look like she a man anyway. She look like she can whoop ass. So it is what it is. So I feel like, okay, at least you're not being stupid like Tara and Amina is. At least you're leaving Self before it gets too serious and before it gets too dangerous. So go ahead and leave Self. You're probably one of the smartest bitches on the show, because Tara and Amina are probably the dumbest bitches. They share their Grammy Award. They actually get a Grammy Award for most dumbest bitches, the dumbest bitch performance by a duo or group. Grammy Award. That's exactly what the fuck Tyra and Amina get. So let's talk about Remy Ma and Papoose. So Remy decides to enlist Yandy to help her find a dress, since Yandy was, she just had a wedding. So Yandy knows a lot about the little fabrics, the decorations. She knows a lot about weddings since she just had one. So she wants her help. But in the midst of them talking about the wedding, Remy decides to tell Yandy about the situation that's going on between her and her mom. Her mom says that she not coming to the motherfucking wedding. She really could give a fuck about the motherfucking wedding because they're having issues. And, Yandy says, how can you have a wedding without your mom there? You know what I mean? Like, you need to have your mama at your wedding. And she was like, well, if she don't want to be there, then she ain't gonna be there. And then, Yandy was like, well, you have to work things out with your mom because there's no wedding without your mother, especially if she's alive. So Yandy was giving her what the real was. So Remy met up with Papoose. They had a romantic dinner and they was talking about the wedding. She wants a Winter Wonderland type wedding. But at the same time, he put some money down, put a deposit down on a castle that she wanted at first, but she don't want the castle. She wants a damn skating ring, a ice skating ring at that. And Papoose was like, they'd been through a whole lot worse than somebody changing their mind about what venue they want for a wedding. They done went through 6 years of jail time. So this is a small sacrifice compared to all that. And honestly, I'm here for Papoose and Remy Ma. Some people might find the shit boring because they're not in drama, but I do like them together and they showing that they can have a stable ass relationship. That's how I feel about it. You know what I'm saying? So Remy decides to meet up with Rashida. This is their first time seeing each other since the mess of a fashion show that Rashida caught herself trying to throw. They meet up and she wants Ross help with the wedding still. Then Yandy walks up and Rashida is on fucking mute. She ain't got nothing to say. But this dog face ass bitch got so much to say in the motherfucking confessionals. And my thing is, bitch, what the fuck is you so fucking mad at Yandy for? You still mad about that Mendici shit? You've been on the show for the past 2 years and you still have yet to confront Mendici about what the fuck you said or what the fuck he said about you. And from what I heard, they done filmed the reunion last weekend. And if y'all don't like spoilers, get the fuck off my video. But from what I heard, you know what I'm saying, Rock came for Yandy at the reunion when they filmed last weekend. And I'm pretty sure that, okay, we're at episode 9. So we probably got like 3-4 more episodes because usually Love and Hip Hop New York only gets about 12 or 13 episodes in all anyway. So we probably ain't that far away from the ending, which I'm just ready for this shit to be over so we can go on to Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. But with that being said though, I just feel like Rod is petty and she fake as hell with her ugly ass. She look like a fucking bull about her face. And I don't like talking about nobody's face. I don't like talking about nobody's physical appearance because my shit ain't all that either. But all I'm saying is this bitch is look like a fucking animal and she acts like one. And she can't stand Yandy, but you the one who said that her man had a little dick and she checked you about all the shit that you said about him when you called him a clown. To her face, she checked you. She checked you at the motherfucking reunion. You ain't had nothing to say. And you don't have anything to say right now, so why are you mad, bitch? I don't get it. So, whatever. I feel some type of way because Remy and Yandy are friends or whatever. So Remy talks to her mom. They pretty much have a, their little back and forth. Her mom thinks she hates her, but Remy says that she don't. And, they ultimately squash the beef and she ends up saying that she gonna be at the wedding. So let's just talk about what the biggest storyline of the whole show was of this particular episode. We pick up where we left off last week when Rich, Cisco, and Mariah Lynn had their little situation. Mariah Lynn stormed off or whatever. Rich and Cisco have a conversation and Cisco is obviously still ass hurt about the situation that happened with Diamond, Strawberry, and Rich last season. My thing about it was, I don't get why the fuck he's so mad at Cisco for fucking Diamond. You did not give a fuck about Diamond, Strawberry in the first place. You had a baby mama that you was still pumping on the whole motherfucking time. And you treated her like a fucking dog. You didn't even let her stay with you when she moved her ass, uprooted herself, moved her ass all the way to motherfucking New York to be with your ass, and you didn't even give her a place to stay. You had her staying with one of your damn friends. You didn't give a fuck about her. And you told Rich that he could fuck her. Why? Because you didn't give a fuck. But when he did fuck her, you mad. So Rich sitting up here cool as a cucumber because he don't give a fuck about Diamond, he don't give a fuck about Mariah Lynn. So you want to bring up Moniece and the bitches that he might give a fuck about and how would he feel if you fuck one of them. But the fact of the matter is you don't give a fuck about Mariah Lynn and you only used her to get back at Rich because you thought you was going to get back at Rich, and turns out your plan failed because Rich don't give a fuck. Then on top of that, you didn't give a fuck about Diamond because you didn't even get her a place to stay. You lied about your whole life with her and she lied to you about hers. So really neither one of y'all gave a fuck about each other. So why the fuck is you so fucking mad at Rich to the point where you want to jump about your stool and grab him and shit? Really? Over some pussy that you don't give a fuck about. And Rich didn't flinch not one time when you grabbed him. The whole time he was still giving your ass eye contact. I respect Rich. He doesn't want to fight you because he look at you like a best, well, not really a best friend, but he considers you a friend, so he doesn't want to fight you. And honestly, I don't feel like Rich was scared of Cisco. I don't know if anybody else feels that way, but I don't think that Rich was scared of Cisco at all. He was sitting there cool as a cucumber. He told the security that they ain't got to hold him. Then they didn't have to hold him. He was calm and cool and collected. This motherfucker, Cisco, wasn't cool and collected for shit. He was the one that was fucking pissed and upset. He was the one that was pissed and upset. So what the fuck? I mean, I don't get it. I don't understand why he's so fucking mad. He ain't got no reason to be fucking mad. But it is what it is. So then, Rich talked to Peter about it. Peter don't like the fact that they sitting up here beefing over some nonsense. So he want to put them together. So he puts them together. And Cisco talking about, oh, Rich ready for round two. Round two for what? It ain't like you whooped no ass. All you did was shove. So what the fuck you talking about? So they have a whole conversation about nothing. And it's so stupid and petty. You know what I'm saying? Anytime they're Rich looking good in a whole situation, you know something petty. But that's all I gotta say about tonight's episode of Love and Hip Hop New York. If y'all gonna give us some commercial free shit, give us some commercial free shit that we really care about. Because I didn't really care about half the shit that happened tonight. But with that being said, y'all, I'm out of here. I'm about to film. I came to share my life review and I'm out. Peace.